Hello everybody, this is All Sounds Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. In the previous episode, we went to a prison to discover prisoner D99's work schedule for Lynne. Along the way, we discovered that, for some reason, Sissel can't read anymore. Odd that. Not that it mattered, because prisoner D99 didn't have anything scheduled. And then we made some discoveries about our partner. But of course, she's in trouble. Again. This is what, the fourth time? Chapter 7, 10:05 p.m. I just can't get the images out of I saw at the police headquarters out of my head. The person who shot me tonight? It's the last person in the world I want to believe did it. Now I'm here at the place she and I agreed to meet. The restaurant the police were staking out as Point X. When I got here, I found the place in ruins. Whoa, what in the world happened here? Oh, the heavens! What do I do? If I had known something like this would happen, I would have paid the poor child more. I would have cooked more chicken for her. I would have sung to her as much as she liked until she had her fill. Actually, about the singing, she did tell me she'd had her fill a time or two. Chef seems to be in quite a panic. Anyway, at least it doesn't look like the waitress is dead. Can't seem the same for the guy in the van. According to that police radio conversation I heard, Lynne should be here. I don't see her anywhere. Seems like bad luck has it in for that redhead. So I was half expecting to see her in trouble again. Spotted the corpse of the van driver. Fortunately, we can't reach it, but we can reach this one. Look at me! I'm dead! What took you so long? Well, that's one way to greet a guy. What happened here? Hey, how should I know? I'm the victim. Is it just my imagination, or is she getting more and more brazen every time she dies? Oh, that's because I'm a detective. Have to be tough, you know. And how did it go? Did you check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99? Yeah, just like I promised. Actually, I have a few things I want to ask you about, too. Sure, we agreed to use each other, after all, right? Okay, let's swap info then. On my way here, I stopped by the Chief of Police's office. Oh, it was just on your way, was it? While I was there, I saw who did it. I saw my murderer. You saw him? Where? How? Not him. Her. There was a security camera set up there at the junkyard where I got shot. Security tape showed the person who shot me. It was you. No way. You're kidding, right? What do you have to say for yourself, detective? It wasn't me. I didn't shoot you. If I recall, this is what you said about who shot me. My memory just isn't clear on that part. So how can you say for sure that it wasn't you? But because I told you before. You were supposed to give me some information. Information, huh? Maybe that information was the reason you shot me. What do you mean? You said you had information on the case I'm looking into, so I'd hardly shoot you before I even heard that information, right? I agree, that wouldn't make sense, if it was before. Huh? But what if it was after you'd already gotten the information from me? I definitely told you something then. Whatever it was really shocked you. What did I tell you? I don't remember. I don't know. You've got to believe me. After you saved me, I thought I got all of my memories back. But maybe I really didn't. You told me something. I can't remember that part at all. You got the information you wanted from me, and then you shot me. Isn't that what happened? No. No, I didn't shoot you. Please tell me, what did you tell me that time? What did I learn from you? Just like you said, each prisoner had a little blackboard in his cell. The thing is, there wasn't anything written on prisoner D99's blackboard. It was blank. What? I guess maybe it means his schedule for tomorrow hasn't been decided yet? Blank? Blank? No! Huh? I didn't think she'd lose it over a blank blackboard. How come you're so upset about an undecided work schedule? I get the feeling that back when I was alive, I never had much of a schedule to worry about myself. Do you know what it means when a prisoner doesn't have a schedule for the next day? Huh? Did it mean something? It doesn't mean he doesn't have work to do. It's more like he can't work. That's because he's going to be executed. Executed? Do you know what prisoner D99's crime was? I think so. It said something about murdering his wife right in front of a family member. That's what they say, but it's not true. He would never. Detective Jowd would never do anything like that. The death penalty has been enforced in this country for a very long time. Not for decades. Even if the prisoner wants it, like in this case. The prisoner wants it. There's definitely something else going on with this case. I just know it. And I have to find out what. And if his work schedule is blank for tomorrow, I have to do it right now. So, this prisoner D99, Detective Jowd, he must be connected to me in some way too. After all, he obviously knows me. Police are staking this restaurant out tonight. I called it Point X. Point X, huh? Well, that's a good name for this place. That white-suited inspector was surprised to find out you just casually waltzed in here. Inspector Cabanella? What in the world made you pick this place anyway? I guess I'd have to say because of you. Huh? Me? Do you remember that note I found? Yeah, I remember. The note I didn't get a chance to read. It had a place and a time written on it. The Chicken Kitchen, 10 o'clock. In other words, I was supposed to meet somebody here tonight. Yep, apparently so. I just had to get that information you were going to give me. That's why I came here. It was the only lead I had left. And this here is Point X. So that must mean the mark the police were waiting for was me? So, what are you going to do now? I mean, you fulfilled your goal, right? You found out who shot you. Are you going to get revenge? It'll be easy enough to do. All you have to do is not save me. Is this the ending I was hoping for? Have I unraveled all the mysteries of me? What am I going to do now? I'm going to save you, that's what. You are? I want to know everything. Who I was, why I was killed. I'd like to know who those guys are, too. I want answers, and I'm going to find them. But to do that, I'm going to need your help. Okay. I won't say thank you. Not yet, even though you just did. And I won't say I'm sorry, either. Even though you just did. But I'll help see to it that you get your answers. Good. Now I think it's time to go back to the past. I can't leave you lying flattened under a huge chunk of chicken forever, after all. I will warn you, this one is going to be more complicated than usual. 4 minutes before death, 10 p.m. at the Chicken Kitchen. The note said the Chicken Kitchen, 10. wonder who that pointy-haired man was going to meet here. What's this? Here you go. Where's my chicken? Can I eat that thing? It's decoration, Lynn. Well, that's just embarrassing. You're just going bigger and better with each new death, aren't you? Leave me alone. Can I help it if I got tired of dying the usual way? And I'll say this, it was a death any detective could be proud of. Huh? What makes you say that? Well, the way you saved somebody else before dying yourself. Oh, that waitress? The one with the chicken on her head? Next time you put a chicken on your head, you should try one about the size of the waitress's. I'll make a note of that for next time. But anyway, if you hadn't tried to save that waitress, you'd still be alive. I couldn't help it. You know, the detective thing and all. I wasn't able to save that poor van driver, though. And that Speedy must have died instantly. Well, we can't let a heroic detective like you stay dead. The root of this whole disaster is clear. The only question is, how do I stop it? Okay, let's get started. Alright, we already know what she says. Sign holder. It's no use. Can't read what it says. Let's see. Oh, hey! Now I remember what this sign says. If you would like some water, please ring the bell 3 times. 3 times? Yeah, the waitress doesn't bring any water if you only ring the bell once. She should have said, those are the rules, apparently. I said apparently. It's like, what do you mean, apparently? Don't you work here? Quite a stickler for the details, this detective. Nope. Alright, first we're gonna jump into this. You want more water? Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't ring the bell. And what's with the more water bit? Oh, well, come on, this is your 3rd glass. Oh, okay, I get it. This was a little dig, wasn't it? Kinda like, hey, where's my food, right? No, not at all. Besides, I didn't ring it. But I would like to see you bring me my chicken soon. Duly noted. In the meantime, enjoy a nice glass of water. Right. Let's hop into the cart. Not gonna be able to do anything down there, anyways. Plus, these two seem rather interesting. And this is one big trunk. Seems pretty heavy, too. It's very suspicious. And red. Hey, let's see what's in it. Sorry, but that's not possible. It's locked. Darn, I wanted to see what's inside. Here you go. So, what do you think, my dear beauty? Do you really think we can trust this deal? Who knows? It's not our job to think about that. But those incidents did happen in this country, just as he predicted. Yes, and they were pretty amusing too, weren't they? That fellow sang out national secrets during a live TV broadcast, and the man who laid siege to the Metro Police Department, taking the top dog hostage. But what if he double-crosses us? It wouldn't be pretty. No, he needs this deal too. And we've accepted all his conditions as well. Yes, and thanks to that, we have to be here on this extra little assignment. But as long as I'm paired up with you, Beauty, I don't mind. How do they know about the cases at the special prison? Special prison? The guy who sang National Secrets, the man who held siege at Metro Police, or 2 Metro Police. Those cases are classified information. I've heard about those cases, recently too. The perpetrators in those cases are being held at a special facility. That's what the special prison is, but it's not known about by the general public. So, prisoner D99. Detective Jowd is one of these special cases too, huh? These two are talking about a very same cases I've heard about just tonight. That couldn't be just coincidence, could it? Oh. What is it, Beauty? Why don't we move to a different spot? That table in the back looks good. Now you're talking, Beauty, my dear. Just what I've been waiting for. A quiet, secluded spot, just the two of us. I wouldn't object to that. All of a sudden, I get this feeling somebody is eavesdropping. My sixth sense is very strong, you know. That's all right, my dear. You don't have to make excuses. Off we go across the bridge of Poultry to the land of love. What just happened? Did she sense we were here? What, with her sixth sense? Haha. But, you know, I have some pretty amazing powers myself. Yeah? Like what? Like if there's chicken nearby, I can tell right away. It's called a sense of smell. But anyway, at least the situation has changed a little bit now. Sure. You know, there's something I want to double check before we continue, so I'll be right back. Okay, there's something I want to show that I wasn't sure if it would mess with a possible achievement, but it doesn't. I don't believe in a sixth sense. It's not scientific, says the ghost. But come on to think of it, we've been left behind, haven't we? It looks that way. Not having legs is even more inconvenient than I thought it would be. But what are we going to do now? They're all the way over there. I'm telling you, we'd better shake a leg or we're going to miss what they're saying. It'd be pretty hard to shake a leg, not having legs and all. They're still talking about something. I want to hear. Me too. Let's see. Moment of security camera at the junkyard caught the moment of Lynne shooting me on tape. All suspected. She's now in line. Security camera scene caught her on the crime on tape. Let's see. Man who runs the man who called her help from the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. What I'm looking for. Let's see. Detective Jowd. Painting his cell was a portrait of me. Chief of Police's Special Investigation Unit. His job is to sit at his desk in the station, give the detectives their orders, and wiggle his itchy toes. Woman who serves food and water with a smile at the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. She brought Lynne water, and she brought the suspicious couple chicken. Black-hearted Blue Man. One half of the couple at the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. He and his accomplice seem to be waiting there for the other party in their deal. Black-hearted Blue Woman. One half of the couple at the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. She and her tiny accomplice are apparently waiting there for the other party in their deal. It seems her name is Beauty. Alright, well, thankfully, I know just how to get there. You rang? Oh, I I get it. You saw that couple over there and you started to get lonely, right? So you decided to call me. Aw, that's so sweet. Forgive me, but I didn't ring for anyone. What? Now, could you not stand in my light, please? I can't see my glass properly. I've been working here for 2 days and I've been waiting this whole time for you to notice me. Now, would you stop trying to shake me up and just stick to shaking cocktails? Oof. She has a surprisingly short career with this place. Well, let's dispense a drink. Oh, you just broke that glass, just like you did my heart. A broken glass can never be put back the way it was. Just leave it there. You can't just leave it, somebody might get hurt. Hey, doesn't this trunk belong to that couple over there? The only thing we allow customers to lose here are their cares. Miss, please go and let them know about the trunk, if you would be so kind. How gallant of you. I just might fall for you, you know. Jeez, an update already? Odd girl. I agree. Me too. Jeez, what's been updated now? Let's see. Apparently this is only her second day working here, but she's already looking for romance. Right. A composed bartender at the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen, who continuously polishes glasses. Seems he doesn't notice anything besides the glass in his hand. Or does he? Well, unfortunately, I can't really reach the trunk from here. Please put the glass down. Well, goodbye. I've been working here for 2 days and I've had my eye on you the whole time. I think this might be my last night working here, though. It's been fun. I guess she's leaving this place with her surprisingly short career intact. Ah, here he comes. Of all the things to forget, it wouldn't have been pretty if I forgot this. Yeesh, come on, dude. Lift with your legs. Here we are, finally. I feel kind of bad about eavesdropping, though. Not me. I mean, we just delivered their lost chunk to them after all. They owe us at least that much. What kind of detective says something like that? Alright, well, we're gonna want to be in here. Trust me on this one. They're gonna start talking at some point? I can't believe I forgot the chunk of all things. With such a small body, you probably only have a small brain to match. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty, but that's okay. That's what I love about you. That's what he loves about her? I don't get it either. Now, where were we? Oh, right, who to invite to the wedding? If we get married, that is, of course. We can talk about that when we're alone. But aren't we alone now, Beauty? Huh? Do you think she senses our presence again? I spy a ladybug. A ladybug? I just hate little bugs. What? After all that trouble, it happened anyway? It looks that way, yes. It's not over yet, though. It's not? What are you talking about? You're not dead yet. No, but I'm going to be in just a few seconds. But before that happens, maybe there's something that we can do from here. Why, yes, there is. Remember when I said this was going to be a little more complicated than most deaths? Yep, that's because we're going further back in time. Hello? Looks like he's unconscious. Excuse me, could you wake up for a second, please? Well, she is ever, this detective. One thing I've learned is that the newly dead stay unconscious for a little while at first. Huh? I was like that. You were like that, too. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Anyway, if we restart the flow of time now, you'll die. Yeah, I know. Why don't we try going back even further in time? What? But even further? But how? Simple, we go back 4 minutes before the death of this poor driver here. You can do that? I've never tried it before, so I don't know how it'll go, but if we can erase the driver's death, that should erase your death, too. Oh, wow. I can't think of any other way. Let's try it. Rewind time. "4 minutes before death. Temsick Park." What the? That's Lynne, our rookie detective. What's she doing at Point X? Could it be just a coincidence? We just got an APB on her a little while ago. Something about extremely important cases, extremely important witness, currently extremely on the run. Now what? Should I report this to Inspector Cabanella? Well, they told us to stay off the radio unless it was an emergency, but I think I better call this in. Poor Lynne. Wonder what she did this time. Inspector Cabanella is pretty protective when it comes to Lynne. You'd want to know. What's the matter? Alright, fine. This is Point X. Idiot! Yes, sir. I'll go get her. Static is awful. I can't believe I forgot the trunk of all things. With such a small body, you probably only have a small brain to match. Ouch, that hurts, beauty, but that's okay. That's what I love about you. What the heck is this? I spy a ladybug. A ladybug? I just hate little bugs. I can't hear very well. Wow, the van driver was a detective. Looks like it. I noticed something, though. A conversation he was listening to just before the crash. I remember hearing it before. You're right, we just heard it a few minutes ago, didn't we? Just after that conversation, the detective suddenly passed out. What happened, I wonder? We already know the answer. We saw what happened at the restaurant. Yes, let us remind you of this thing you saw mere minutes ago. She burned up the ladybug. Sometimes when a high-tech bug like that is destroyed, it emits a loud signal. Loud enough to knock a person out if they were listening to it through headphones. So that's why the detective passed out, huh? Bingo! Now let's stop it from happening. And we will, but there's something I do want to show off. Hey, this place. This is a place that white-suited inspector phoned tonight. This is the parking lot of the park on the east side of town. It's been years. You know this park? Yeah, I used to play here a lot when I was little, but then one day, I swore I'd never set foot in this park ever again. Oh, those are some really deep, dark feelings there. I wonder what happened. Hold it. Don't give me that a ghost doesn't have a foot to set bit. It's just a figure of speech. What kind of nitpicker do you think I am? Anyway, whatever. Let's get started. Okay, let's do that. I'll press her about that other thing right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like the detective is going to come. I might as well turn it off. It's pretty loud. Now, we do have to use that, but like I said, I want to show something off that's kind of humorous. Plus, we can't really do anything right now. Not gonna bother listening in, it's just stuff we've already heard. I will say, these binoculars are vital to what is happening. Or to what we need to do. And by this point, it's too late to do anything. Who's the detective talking to? Don't keep yelling at me about these things. But they might be talking about something ridiculously important. That's true, but still. It might be the person who really shot you. You're just throwing things out there. In any case, it looks like it's too late to get to the phone now. Darn, I think we missed our chance. I'm worried about that detective memory. After all, they called her the Lynne of the Special Investigation Unit. Oh well, did you hear that, detective? At least it's better than me being called the memory of the detective division. At any rate, I'd better report to Inspector Cabanella before I worry about that listening device. Okay, something new. It's something we've already heard before. He's on the move. There's much time left. I have to stop him fast. Otherwise, he's going to crash into the chicken kitchen. And this is like that game, isn't it? A game of chicken. Sorry, but what's a game of chicken? Sorry, I'd better choose my lines more carefully the next time I tell a joke. Never mind that. We have to do something. Yeah, at this point, it's too late to do anything. So I'm just going to show off something funny. Ah! What do you think you're doing? Oh, I just thought I'd better do something. Well, hurry up and put the seat back up. I can't, it's too heavy. All you do know is hope this guy has strong ab muscles. Yeah, at that point he can't do anything and crashes into the building anyways. Just a funny little something that in some situations you can actually make the whole thing worse. And already had this conversation. And we just gotta wait for him. Okay, recline this. Recline it back up. Turn on the siren, which gets his attention because his head is in the van. And then hop into the binoculars. What are these doing here? What's the matter? And into the phone we go. Detective Range, this is Memory. What's the matter? It's not time for your regular report. Listen to this. There's a suspicious couple in the bar upstairs. I'm going to put a ladybug on them. A ladybug? You mean a listening device? Don't do anything to blow our cover. Inspector Cabanello will be furious. But they're doing all kinds of suspicious whispering. We have to find out what they're saying. You can pick up the signal from your van. Check out that conversation for me, would you? Alright, fine. Once you get going on something, I know there's no stopping. Thanks. Later then. Hold on. Did you see a customer come in just now? Young woman with red hair and red boots? Oh yeah, that restless, suspicious chick. Sure. Suspicious? I mean, come on. As soon as she sat down, she ordered 3 glasses of water in a row. And she spilled the second glass on the table. Okay, fine. Keep your eye on her too, if you would. You got it. Oh wow, that waitress was an undercover agent? She apparently thought you were pretty suspicious too. Oh yeah, sorry, I was really thirsty, so, you know. No, I don't. Anyway, did you hear what I heard about the listening device? We have to do something about that bug. So, should we stay here or follow up on the waitress? Looks like it's time to make a decision. We're gonna go there. Kinda have to. Can't do anything from here. Trace complete. Chicken kitchen's kitchen. Hey, look where we are. Heart of the chicken kitchen, eh? Yep, or as most people say, the kitchen. The key to preventing that accident is here somewhere. Oh, I bet you will be. Oh, I bet it will be. You know what they say? Where there's smoke and chicken, there's fire. Now that you mention it, it is pretty smoky in here. No proper ventilation. Okay, we gotta be able to get down to those things. Which means getting into here. Hey, look what she's doing. Do you think that could be... Yeah, she's probably planting the ladybug. I think about it. It's this waitress's meddling that starts the whole chain of events. The detective wouldn't have gotten his ears blown out and wouldn't have crashed. In other words, we're witnessing it with our own eyes. The cause of a huge disaster slowly being planted in a chicken. Hey, I just had a good idea. About what to do about the ladybug? No, I was thinking we could let her get crushed under the chicken instead of me. I can't tell if you're kidding. At any rate, now we've seen the root cause of the accident. And all we have to do now is think of a way to take care of it. It's smoky in here. Come on. There. Turn that off. Then make our way back over to the chef's hat. Which he's, for some reason, hiding a bottle of wine under. Hey, what's up with this lazy Susan? It's acting up today. Maybe it's out of sorts because I was spinning around on it yesterday. Interesting thing to do for a later age. Maybe it's out of sorts. How about thinking maybe it might be broken? And it really isn't broken. It's just us ghosts. What are you doing? Can't you tell? I thought I'd give it a little spin. Oh, I get it. You're trying to get in the way of her planting that ladybug. Get in there. This just seems to be making her all the more determined. I guess this isn't going to work. Curious challenge. 444 ghosts. Curious soul? Okay. Uh-oh. No, wait. I think we're fine. Too early. Now we just gotta wait for her to finish this and get distracted with the switch. It's smoky in here. Swap them around. There, all set. There, how about that? The ladybug is still sitting on the table. We did it! La la la, chicken, thou art so beautiful, chicken. I took a bite, my heart swelled with pride, and I got goosebumps. What the heck is this? I'm consumed with the love of consuming you, la la la. Fate averted. Oh, looks like you've escaped the fate of being hammered by your horrible hand. Yes, but I still haven't escaped the worst darkness of this terrible night. I shot you, didn't I? Well, there must have been some sort of complicated set of circumstances that made you do it. It's never okay to shoot a person, no matter what the circumstances. Hey, shouldn't that be my line? But anyway, you were investigating a case, and I was supposed to give you information on that case. Maybe it's time you told me about it. Tell me about the case you're looking into. Yes, I guess I should. Let's go back to the new present first. Okay, sure. Back in the new present, the delicious aroma of chicken fills the air. But I'm still thinking about Lynne. I wonder if she's still waiting for a chicken to be served. I decided to go see her. See her and ask her the questions that were still consuming me. Well, I gotta wait for the chef. Don't think you really need to go all over the city for that. But whatever. The disastrous accident has been completely erased. Once again, I've saved the red-headed detective from death. Saved Lynne, the criminal who stole my life. One question in particular hangs heavy on my mind. Why did she shoot me? Until I know the answer, I'll never be satisfied. Meanwhile, Lynne's appetite is apparently foremost in her mind. Golden brown chicken sits on the table in front of her. Until she eats the whole thing, she'll probably never be satisfied. Let's just hope she doesn't choke on those big bites. Is Lynne having a serious talk with that detective? Nah, she's just gobbling down chicken. The detective known to stake out this restaurant tonight. Better see if I can get some information, but more importantly, I have lots of questions for that lady detective. Oh, I didn't know you were here, Detective Ringe. Come to see me, did you? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, hi, Memory. Don't mind us, just pretend we're not here. Why don't you try some chicken while you're here? No, thanks. Just watching Lynne eat is quite enough for me. So, how did it turn out with my ladybug? Oh, and listening device? Well, let's see. I thought the gentleman had a very nice singing voice. Sorry, but we're in the middle of an important talk. Could you leave us to it? No, stay right there. Huh? I'm at a crucial moment with this chicken here. I'll need you to pour me some water if it starts going down wrong. Lynne, you don't have to risk your life over chicken, you know. He's right. Sheesh. Anyway, I'd better move now while I have the chance. Hmm? That's funny. Even though I just saved that detective, he doesn't have a core. Like the one Lynne has, or that valiant little doggy Missile. I thought the ones you save are supposed to develop a core when they're alive again. I guess I still have things to learn about these powers of the dead. It's probably because he was unconscious at the time. Well, I'm headed back. Lots of things to do, you know. Yeah, like washing dishes and planting bugs. Someday I'll plant a big one on you, detective. Odd girl. I agree. Me too. Listen, Lynne. You've explained your side, and I understand. But there's an APB out on you. Can't you at least hurry up and get out of here? You know, slip away quietly? No can do. I'm meeting somebody here. Meeting somebody? Oh yeah, that's right. The little lady, Camilla. Why do you have to meet somebody here? The Special Investigation Unit is watching this restaurant now. How can that be a coincidence? I don't know, but it is a coincidence. Hey, is it true what they say? That you're still looking into Detective Jowd's case on your own? Inspector Cabanel is worried about you, you know. I understand how you feel, but just don't do anything crazy, okay? So, how's that chicken you've been waiting so long for? It's great! But, you know, Detective Range, that's his name, by the way, sitting right across from me. I mean, he was just dead a few moments ago, right? It's kind of taking the edge off my appetite. Oh, brother. But he's a great guy. He understands my situation, he said. He's going to give me a pass, just for tonight. Speaking of Detective Range, I noticed something strange. He doesn't have a core now. He doesn't? I thought a core was supposed to show up once I saved somebody. I wonder if... When you possessed his corpse, he was unconscious, right? Unconscious? Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Just like you were unconscious the first time I saved you too. And after I saved you, you didn't have a core either. So for people who are unconscious when you save them, no core shows up. I think that's probably what it is. You might be right. Okay, I'll leave Range to you then. I've still got lots of questions for you. Yeah, I thought you would. Let's get started then. Death Row Inmate Jowd. What is your connection to prisoner D99, Detective Jowd? Seems like more than just a co-worker. Yes, I suppose you have the right to know. Detective Jowd is my hero. Hero, huh? You don't hear that word much anymore. Well, it's an old-fashioned heroic kind of story. It happened 10 years ago. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. On that day 10 years ago, I was playing in my favorite park. And then, suddenly, somebody grabbed my arm from behind. I was scared. I thought I was going to die. And then... he appeared. Detective Jowd. And then, the really loud sound, I think it was the sound of a gun. I passed out. When I came to... You're all right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's when you became a detective, huh? That's right. Use my ideal of what a detective was all about. But an ideal detective doesn't shoot and kill his own wife. Exactly. And that's why I want to prove that he didn't. Detective Range works for the Special Investigation Unit. He said an important deal is set to go down here tonight at this restaurant. A deal that could affect the future of our nation. Our nation isn't something that's easily influenced, though. But that's what he said. Anyway, it's that couple at the table upstairs. I hear they're foreigners. They're waiting for the other party in this deal to show up now. Those two, huh? They certainly are an odd pair. Is this other party they're waiting for me? It's kind of hard to imagine, isn't it? Nobody really knows any of the details of the deal except for one person. Mr. Breezy Dancer in a white suit. He seems to be watching the movements of those two for a long time. I've never seen him work so frantically on an investigation before. Inspector Cabanela, eh? Yeah, apparently you're a real favorite of his. A favorite? Yes, well, there's a reason for that. What's that? Inspector Cabanela and Detective Jout were good friends. Yeah, I think I remember the prison guard saying something about that. They joined the detective division the very same day. They're two very different types, but they were always in friendly competition to be the best. Detective Jout was always very particular about thorough investigation of the crime scene. Inspector Cabanela, well, I guess he just has a natural genius for investigating. Anyway, those two lead the detective division in those, or led the detective division in those days. But Inspector Cabanela is different now. He changed a little. He changed? Ever since the Detective Jout incident, now he distances himself from the field work, and he started to focus on nothing but moving up the ladder. So that's how he became the head of the Special Investigation Unit, I take it. Anyway, Inspector Cabanela took me under his wing. Because you were a little girl his good friend had saved, huh? He really looked out for me, helping me study for my detective's exam. Fudging my exam scores for me. This explains a lot. Yeah, that goes a little beyond the scope of looking out for you. Inspector Cabanela, eh? I wonder what role he plays in everything that's happening tonight. Sure is taking Camilla long enough. She should have been here by now. I'm getting really worried. You two are like sisters, aren't you? That's what Camilla said. Yep, that just about sums it up. It doesn't look like being worried affected your appetite much, though. Hey, the bigger the crisis, the more girls gotta eat. I have to make sure Camilla stays safe, no matter what. Camilla, and that music box, too. Music box. Oh yeah, that wooden box. That box was a present from Detective Jout. From Detective Jout? Yes, it was 5 years ago. That box arrived 3 days after the murder incident. He must have sent it just before he was arrested. Someday, when the case is over and everything is settled, I want you to give this to a certain person, he said. So what's inside? I don't know. I can't open it. That's a shame. Sissel, Did I really shoot you? Where did that come from out of the blue? I really don't remember. I've tried and tried, but I just can't. Now I finally understand how you must feel. How hard it is to have your memory gone, your story erased. But who knows? Knowing the truth might be even harder. I'd rather believe there's hope myself. Bit of a layering issue there with the napkin. That was great. Do I have chicken on my face? You're staring. I bet you're thinking about how impressed you are with the way I took care of that chicken. Just tell me one thing. This case you say you're looking into, is it Detective Jout's? What if it was? I can't keep it from you. It's too cruel. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Lynne. It's tonight. Detective Jout's, you know, it's tonight. His execution. But there's still time. I looked into it and I found out all the executions in this country are carried out at dawn. That may be the norm, but not this time, I'm afraid. What? The execution is set for 11 p.m. What did you say? It's going to happen pretty soon. Isn't there anything we can do to stop it? Of course not. It's too late now. I'm without a stay of execution from the Justice Minister. I'm going to see him then. What? See who? Who else? The Justice Minister. Don't be ridiculous. There's not enough time. I'm going. Sissel, Me? Get to the prison. Stop that execution. Easy enough for you to say. Detective Ringe, I'll be going now. Okay, I'll let you go this time. I'll tell him I was distracted because I was eating chicken. Is there anything else I can do? Could you find Camilla? She's supposed to be on her way here. Oh, your little Camilla? Okay, you got it. I'll look for her. Okay, you know what to do, Sissel. You have to save Detective Jowd. Life of yet another person I'm connected to somehow is about to end tonight. Could it be a coincidence? Or is there something more behind it all? Detective Jowd is destined to be executed tonight. I don't know if that fate is the wrong one for him or the right one. But I've decided to go to the prison anyway. And with that, yet another chapter has been completed. More illustrations, a new song. Let's see, new illustration. Alrighty then. Like I said, this one was going to be a more complicated one, and based on the time, a lot longer than usual. But that's what happens as it goes on. The puzzles are going to get more complicated, and it's going to require a lot more work from us. But hey. Anyways, with that, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.